to the March 2nd, 2021 meeting of the Bryan Board of Public Affairs. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the February 16th, 2021 regular meeting. You've all been given a copy and a chance to check them over. Any additions or corrections we should make?
This is Karen. On none, and I will make a motion that we approve the minutes of the February 16th meeting.
This is Dick. I'll second.
Karen,
Yes.
Dick,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Annette.
Yes.
Next on our agenda is a hearing of public concerns. We'll wait a few seconds here, see if we get any callers. If not, we'll move on. Next item on the agenda is a resolution. Lori, would you like to number and read, please?
Resolution number 10, 2021, authorizing the transfer from the 502 Water Fund to the 525 Water Capital Reserve Fund.
Nate, you want to speak to that, please?
Yeah, just as we had recently done with the electric fund transfer, in order to provide the funding for the 2021 capital projects in the water department, the budget was authorized and appropriated for the transfer of $290,000 to the Water Capital Reserve Fund. As the most recent cash fund balances, the transfer will keep the water fund balance above the previously established minimum fund balance of $1,480,000. Combined water and water capital balances are just a little over $2.2 million. It's our recommendation that the board consider the transfer of the $290,000 from the 502 to the 525 capital so we could begin our water projects for the year. Then we would respectfully request the City Council follow with the approval and transfer at their next available meeting.
Any questions from anybody? Or if not, entertain a motion to approve.
This is Dick. So moved.
This is Annette. I'll second it.
Dick,
Yes.
Annette,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Jim.
Yes.
Next item on the agenda is another resolution. Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 11, 2021, authorizing the transfer from the 509 Communications Fund to the 535 Communications Capital Reserve Fund.
Nate?
Yeah, this is similar to the last one. This item is pretty much for the capital improvement projects for the communication department. It was authorized in the budget for the transfer of $53,510. As of the most recent cash fund balances, the transfer will keep the communication fund balance above previously established minimum fund balance of $1.1 million approximately. Combined communications and capital reserve balances would be 2.3. It's our recommendation that the board consider the transfer of $53,510 from the 509 to the 535 Capital Reserve Fund, which was included in the 2021 budget, and also request that the City Council follow approval of transfer at their next available meeting.
Any comments or questions? If not, entertain a motion to approve.
This is Jim. I'll make a motion. We approve resolution 11.
This is Annette. I'll second it.
Jim,
Yes.
Annette,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Dick.
Yes.
Next item on the agenda, and there's another resolution. Lori, would you please number and read?
Resolution number 12, 2021, extending the temporary modifications to the Bryan Good Neighbors Utility Fund through April 30th, 2021.
Nate?
Yeah, by resolution 26 in 2020, the BPA passed on July 7th. The board authorized temporary modifications to a program guidelines in the Bryan Good Neighbors Utility Fund to assist Bryan families affected by impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Since that time, the board has voted twice to extend the temporary provisions, which are set to expire by the end of this month, March 31st. After consulting with NOCAC, we have learned that the winter crisis heat program is scheduled to end on March 31st. And since inception, the BPA created Good Neighbors Utility Fund. We have seen funds typically being utilized more in April is for the month, primarily due to the winter heat program ending and March and higher winter energy bills coming. We just had 2.5 weeks of temperatures that failed to even get above freezing. So we expect similar results in the coming months for these reasons, and due to the exceptional generosity of the Bryan donors over the last 6 months. We respectfully request the board to grant an additional extension to the Good Neighbors Fund program until and through April 30th, so basically another month. And just as a reminder, what this does is it increase the eligibility income of 200% of the current federal poverty guidelines. It increased the maximum annual assistance to $500 per household per year. And it also added BMU communication services, which, from the assistance of support of critical emergency services, long distance clinical telehealth, public health information administration, as well as people working in distance learning from home. So for those reasons, also our current ending balance is like $11,668.91. So we kind of like to stretch it out that one more month and give these people the opportunity to take advantage of it. And like I said, typically that's, April is one of the bigger years that we get hit the hardest. So we would like to help those people and extend it one more month.
Anyone else have a comment?
This is Dick. I'd like to request we adopt Resolution 12 and extend the temporary modifications.
I'll take that as a motion. Do we have a second?
Yes.
This is Karen. I'll second.
Dick?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is a request to place an engineering department employee on regular employment status. Jackie, would you like to speak to this, please?
Yes, thank you. Good evening. Tonight, we are bringing Britton Pointer to you to request that he be placed on regular employment status and engineering assistant 2.
Any comments on this request from anybody? It's good to see him moving up another notch. So that's always good to see.
This is Jim. I'll make a motion we approve.
This is Dick. I'll second.
Jim?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is to effect semi-monthly disbursements. Time to pay the bill.
This is Karen. I'll make a motion that we do pay the bills.
This is Annette. I'll second it.
Karen?
Yes.
Annette?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Dick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Thank you. Those are all the items on our agenda for this evening, so we will now go around the screen and get the comments from BPA and staff. Mayor, anything to say this evening?
I do have a few things to update you on if you have not seen on social media or the Bryan Times. Yesterday in the state of a city, I was able to announce Amtrak is going to make a $3.3 million investment and upgrade the current station with an enclosed building with restroom, a 300-foot platform that will put them in ADA compliance, some parking lot enhancements. And so we're very excited about that project. We did last month renew a 20-year lease with Amtrak for that. So we plan on this being a long-term partnership. The other thing, just for your information, council has voted to go back to in-person meetings at our first meeting in April. We will absolutely leave the virtual option for anyone and probably leave most of the department heads on the virtual option. So we're kind of hybrid. And I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Rhonda, anything this evening?
No, sir. Thank you.
Lori?
No, sir. Thank you.
Jackie?
No, sir. Thank you.
Any of the department heads that might be in on the meeting, anything to add this evening? Nathan?
I'm just, that's good for Amtrak. You know, I'm excited to see them investing in our community like that. And also just an update that I've been attending virtually, you know, yesterday and today, as far as the American Public Power, the APPA virtual legislation rally, which started. I'm planning on attending tomorrow, which kind of be interesting. We have Senator Brown and Rob Portman. So those would be interesting to sit in. So just a little update. That's about all I had.
Dick, anything this evening?
No, sir. Nothing new with me. Thank you.
That's unusual.
I know.
Karen?
I just want to extend to Nate. I hope you wish, I wish you have a good time at the rally, even though you're not there in DC where it actually happens. It is enjoyable. There is a lot to learn, and it's important to keep face-to-face communication with the legislators. So have fun.
Annette?
That's great news for Amtrak. I'm excited to see that come into play. Also, congratulations to Britain, and that's all I have right now.
Jim?
Yeah, I'd like to say congratulations to Britton on his permanent status. And also, I'm glad we were able to extend the Good Neighbors Fund. The weather that we've had lately hasn't exactly been conducive to low utility bills. So, and the fund seems healthy. So I'm pleased that we're able to extend it, and, you know, so Bryan can help get people out that need help. So, thanks, Tom.
Okay. It's good to see that all the contributions that have been made to the Good Neighbors Fund, it's been very helpful to a lot of people. I'm just glad that we can offer that to them. Also, congratulations to Britain and the city of Bryan for getting the updated, newer Amtrak station. I think that's all we have for this evening. We will be going into executive session. Take a break. I would like to have the board attend, Mayor Slade, Rhonda, Lori, Jackie, and Nate. And we can sign off from this site and join up back on the link for the executive session.
Nate.